One day I'll remember that. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is Thursday, almost sort of mid-morning. It's 11 o'clock on Thursday. It is an insane day today. Part of the reason why is it is currently, right now, it is 28 degrees outside. And it is forecast to be 30 degrees today, which is a record high temperature for this month, ever, as far as I'm aware. So we are way up into what the hell. Tomorrow is going to be 20. So, you know, it's really getting to that point where having an underground house where the temperature is stable is going to be a thing. Wow. Okay, so it is warm. It is already warm in here. It's what the hell? So today it is bright blue skies and sun beating down. It's the middle of summer, and what the hell's going on with the weather? So today we've been having a coolish spell, but anyway, we are going to do some honey soy chicken. I've wanted to do something honey soy for a while now. So I found a few recipes that are basically, hello buddy, you gonna come up and say hi? You wanna say hi to everyone? Hello everyone, I'm the Finn, how are you? Yeah, so that boy is constantly underfoot. So yeah, I wanted to do something honey soy. There was a few that required like 24 hours of marinating, which is fine. But I tend to not like doing that, you know, here's some I prepared earlier sort of stuff. So instead I'm going with this recipe, which is basically just put it together and have a bit of fun with it. So whoop. I thought you'd wandered off. He was sitting right in between my feet, just not touching me at all. It's like, I don't know where you are, Winnie. So I end up kicking him. Go on. Out. Come on. No, out. Out. Turn that way. There you go. Keep going. Good boy. And watch this. 3, 2, 1. Yep, there he is under my feet again. You are a nuisance, cat. Anyway. Coffee drape. Jump off escape. Oh crap, that was his tail. He didn't care. So, let's make a marinade. So we start with the honey. I bought some new honey yesterday. We have some honey in the house, but it is ancient, it is crystallized, and okay, this is freaking me out a little bit. I can't see where the plastic is. Hey Tiger, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Ah, there it goes. Yes, we have some honey in the house, but it's ancient, it's crystallized, and I know there's a process to get it back to swishy honey, but buggered if I know what it is. So, that didn't happen. Alright, so a third of a cup of honey. I don't know how we're going to do a third of a cup, but it's like half a cup measure on this thing. I am awesome. It is going to be 30 degrees today, which is a little bit scary. Um, but other than that, I'm doing really well. How are you, Tiger? Oh, what I'm doing? A third of a cup. Where is my cup measure? Gooey, gooey, honey. Whoop-ee. And then we just let that, trickle in. It says the new tropical location of Australia. It's starting to feel that way. It is genuinely starting to feel that way. Although we had a really cold winter. Well, no, actually, it wasn't really cold. It was just a long, cold winter. As far as the cold goes, I've got to admit, it was kind of mild for the most part, which is not going to bode well for the fire season, I don't think. We'll see. I might be full of it. I am no fire chief. The fire chiefs have been saying it's been getting worse, so, I tend to believe them. Honey, lick the knife. Alright, and lick the honey bowl. Lick the honey pot, because PG-13 already. I'm going to put that over there to remind me that I need to wash it so I get all the sticky from the outside. I'm working home from today and tomorrow so I can visit one of your favorite streamers again. Yay! It is always awesome to have you in the stream. Alright, so we've got the honey. 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'm going to use our Kikkoman soy sauce. Wow. That just hit the honey. I don't know if you can see that. That hit the honey and just stayed on top. Finn, this cat has a real foot fetish, I'm telling you. Don't you? Don't you, buddy? Hey? Gotta be underfoot. Okay, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Now, I've got to be careful of how I walk around the kitchen. I'm trying to be mindful of it because my knees of late have not been having fun with the way I move around the kitchen. So I've got to be really conscious of that. That is 1 tablespoon. Yes. Okay. Finn, I tell you, I swear. Alright, what am I going to use to... I should probably use a whisk for this. But I'm going to use a fork. Just to see what happens. Because in theory, the vinegar in the soy sauce should thin out the honey. It's kind of working. There's still just there's a little bit still on the bottom, but I think thorough mixing should fix that. We've still got some garlic to put in yet. Go the garlic. And we'll see how that works. Alright, so most of that seems to be combined. I can start to see the bottom of the glass there. So alright. I may have to get a whisk onto that anyway. We'll see. I just want to make sure that I get all the honey off the bottom to get it into the marinade. So, out with the green chopping board. Now, the Recite calls for 3 cloves of garlic, so guess what? We may be putting in a little more. Whoa, that one just destroyed itself. Because I'm still using up the little garlics from the yard. So this is one of those things that, again, best guess, because when I don't think I've ever seen 2 cloves of garlic that are exactly the same size. So yes, we grow our own garlic here. We do a heap of veggies. We left the plots go fallow over winter. We do no dig beds predominantly, but yeah, we left it go fallow over winter. We're thinking about leaving it fallow except for a couple of things over summer as well. That has yet to be fully decided yet though. But there are all sorts of fun ways to grow your own food. Good morning, Lilavati. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Garlic, I have had mixed success with garlic. I've had, actually, this will be hold that thought. I've had whole bulbs come up at that size. You know, that's kind of not much bigger than my fingernail. And then we've had whole bulbs come up that size. So, for context. So, mixed success. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes not so much. But these things are still bursting with flavor. That's just plucking my garlic out of the storage pile in the next room. So it's not precise, you know. It's not like I'm going to get X amount of, you know. But for the most part, if you put it in decent soil and you look after it, you'll get garlic. Then you just need somewhere that's out of the sun and breezy to let it dry. Pumpkins are relatively fast, but you do have to be careful in the respect of if you let them go too long, they will hollow themselves out in an effort to make seeds. So, yeah, be aware that that will happen, and you probably... From memory, it's been a while since I've grown them, but from memory, you're probably better off taking them off a little early rather than a little late. Check that with people who know what they're doing, because that's from memory that's a couple of years old. So, another one that I think you'd really like, Tiger, is you can get a type of zucchini that will grow, basically it'll grow out of a pot, but it'll grow long and all this. But it also has a long yellow flower that you can then either just straight up the flour itself, put it in a light tempura batter, and then fry it up, and oh my god, delish. or you can stuff it with whatever you want. You can stuff it with the one I've done. You probably wouldn't do this because, you know, meat. But anchovy, a cube of mozzarella, a cube of mozzarella, a cube of some, and a cube, and that's right, cube of tasty, cube of mozzarella, cube of tasty, with an anchovy fillet down the side. Put that in, roll it in a light tempura batter, and fry it. Oh my god! Yeah, so the zucchini flowers were a very surprising, basically meal. Well, kind of more a snack than a meal, but you know. Oh. Yeah, it was so nice. Haven't had that in ages, actually. Is it zucchinis or cucumbers? Now I'm gonna. Yeah. Alright. Oh, there's a bit of skin I missed. Yeah, stuffed, tempura battered. Oh, nom nom nom. It is zucchinis. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I have a togepi. Excellent. Finn, you little foot fetish cat. Another thing I do like about this is that this is just wide enough for me to fit my finger in it and scrape both blades. Ah, veggie pizza with anchovies. Nice. Yes, anchovies are a fun fun ingredient. I'll have to do. There's like an anchovy dip that T does, and it is amazing. And you just like you just get carrot sticks, and you dip them into this. I think it's called an anchovette, and it's literally a dip. And you can use carrots, celery, whatever. Thank you, Lilavati. Yes, I have made mention of that. That I do need to be more aware of that. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm gonna, because this is going into a marinade, I'm going to dice this up finer than I might normally, just to put it in a recipe. Sure, I'll get the recipe for that, and I'll see about making it next week. Enchilade? Something. I don't know. It's not my recipe. But it is very tasty. Alright, that ought to do. We'll go with that, I reckon. Check for the cat. How's that looking? There's still a teeny bit of honey on the bottom, but that's okay. I think we'll be alright with that. Garlic. Infuse! Infuse! Alright, so there you go. That is the... Just got the garlic sitting in there. Honey soy rice wine vinegar. Done. Right, now, chicken. Look at me using all the color-coded all the color-coded chopping blocks. Itchy eyeball. Oh, stupid itchy eyeball. Right. Coffee drape. I don't know what else we'll make with that, because it doesn't take that long. Doesn't take that long. You know what I'm meant to be doing? This is being served on a bed of rice. This one's weird. The rice isn't even mentioned to put on cooking in the original recipe. We'll fix that. So we're just going to do a cup of rice. I've basically, I've got enough. The chicken came in a packet that was basically a kilo of chicken. The recipe calls for 500 grams of chicken. So I'm going to basically do half the chicken. I've got enough ingredients to do this all over again when we do it. So for this one, I'm only using a cup of rice. We can always make more rice later. Yes, Uncle Roger. I'm washing my rice. If you haven't watched Uncle Roger on YouTube, for the love of God, go watch Uncle Roger on YouTube. He is hilarious. Rice is underway. You do love Uncle Roger? Yeah. Emotional damage. Okay. Stephen He, you reckon? All right. If you could, Little Vardy, could you throw a his normal accent is Irish. Could you throw a link in the Discord for that, please? Meat. Right, so we need about 500 grams of meat. We'll attempt. Nice. Meat. -2? No. Go to 0. There we go. So this, in theory, 500 grams will be half of what's in here. 550. She'll be right. Where's my knife? There you go, 507. Ha ha ha! That'll be fine. Alright. So, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Take some of the fat off. Some of the stringy, sinewy bits. When Finn comes back, it's only a matter of time. We'll see if he likes it. Alright, so we're going to cut. It says to... what does it say to do? It just says to chop the fillets. So, don't know. I'm going to make them sort of squares-ish. You know, bite-sized is what I'm aiming for. I figure, you know, in this sort of thing, just get a nice bite-sized piece of chicken. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Chop it. Done. Nice. Thanks, little buddy. When I discovered his channel, I spent about an hour laughing so hard I cried. Donna got about half of the jokes, so your mileage may vary. Because I'm old. Alright, we can't. Now, this bit has a tiny little bit of bone in it. I'm not risking that with the cats. You don't give them cooked chicken bones because that they shatter. I don't know about uncooked, but I'm not going to take the risk. Is the bottom line. So, make of that what you will. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it happens quite often. But yeah, I don't like giving the cats bones if I can help it. No, it's because you spent 3 years in Hong Kong and had a bunch of Chinese friends with dragon parents. Dragon parents? I'm assuming that's slang for something. Dragon parents, people who believe that the best way to raise children is with what amounts to emotional abuse. Oh, so I have dragon parents. Nice. Well, dragon mother. Lots of guilt, shame, super intense pressure to succeed. I never got that one. The guilt and shame, that just that was just daily. You know, wake up in the morning to a steaming hot cup of guilt and shame. That was pretty normal. Right. Yeah. When you listen to Asian comedians, they do, that does seem to be a thing that they all maybe not have in common, but all use as a relatable joke. And I don't know if they're playing to a stereotype or what, but Sinews, get off. The fascia, darling. The fascia. A lot of it is played up for last, but it's very much a cultural thing. Okay. Oh, there you go. Right, that bit's a bit big, but she'll be right. Alright, there is our chopped up chicken. Now, I'm gonna do some prepping of ingredients first for this one. Although, I don't know, this recipe's a bit all over the place, so I'm going to be amending it when I eventually get to putting all these recipes up in Discord. But this is why I make notes on them. Oops. Oh, go away. And I have to start revisiting some recipes, I think, because it got to the point where it's like, oh, this is nice, but it could use a bit of extra oomph. So. Oh, that was a horrible sound. I don't know if you heard that, but I tinged the knife on the side of the sink. Fortunately, it wasn't the blade, but it's still a horrible noise. And I should be more careful. Don't know if that's actually honey on the bottom or whether it's just the entire sauce. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's, as I run that through, you can see there's, well, hopefully you can see that there's a little bit of extra thick on the bottom, and I'm hoping it's just because the marinade's extra thick, not because it's the honey hasn't all been absorbed into the mixture. We'll find out when we pour it on the marinade and we just lick our finger. We'll see. Right. All right. We are going to have to. It looks like I'm looking at this recipe, and the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking we actually need to do all the ingredient prep first, which is not something I usually do. I usually do the ingredient prep as we go, but this one, it's weird. Where's the? With the remaining honey mixture. All right, where does it go? Aha, right. That's what's going on. I knew there was something I was missing. And that is, we've got to start marinating the chicken. Who knew? So it says to tip half of this over the chicken and then leave the rest for a sauce. So I'm going to see just how much of this goes over. I might end up putting a little bit more in because we'll see what the coverage is like. Actually, you know what? The coverage isn't too bad on that. So I'm going to call that happy. As always, the audio is from White Bat Audio, Carl Casey. Copyright, Twitch for audio free. Go check him out on YouTube. And I have to see what else he's got. I've got like my 6 favorites up. Just permanently up, ready to play. Do. See that? See that good footwork? Turn. Stepping around. Not doing the big pivots. Stupid footwork. Don't tell honoured teacher I said that. Exactly, Tiger. Exactly. You know, I try to be a good Ulrich Lillivardi. I really do. Doesn't always work, but I try. Get out of the way. Yeehaw! No. Your work is doing Are You Okay Day? Yes. At the same time, look, I think it's good that mental health awareness is becoming a thing. That it's, as a soldier who went many years with undiagnosed PTSD, that led to thankfully not incredibly bad choices, but definitely bad choices. I think the idea that we as a society are becoming more and more aware of neurodivergence in all sorts of ways is a good thing. There he is. G'day, Finn. Alright, let's see what you think of this. Hang on, buddy. Yes, you're under my feet. I feel you there. Alright, let's see what you think of this, buddy. That cat is a garbage disposal, I swear. Sure, awareness is nice. Regularly having your staff work 50-hour-plus weeks doesn't do good things for their mental health. Yeah, it's like Pride Month. Everyone puts up their rainbow flags. And then at the end of the month, they take them all down again. I do like how we're becoming more accepting of mental health issues and neurodivergency. Yes. But it annoys me that it's only depression and anxiety that's accepted. Depends where you go, Lilavati. It really depends where you go. Yeah, exactly, right? A token effort is at least an effort. So, I'm going to rough cut these, just on a side note, I'm going to rough cut these onions this time. I want there to be pieces of onion, not that it just becomes it doesn't just flavor the meal. You actually get chunks of onion. So I'm not going to do the really small cuts that I do sometimes of the onion. I'm going to do it a bit rougher. Leave some chunks of onion. That is a core butt bit. Go over there. Yes, having actual onion tip, yes. How do you think workplaces react if you say you have schizophrenia? I'm gonna bet real money that they wouldn't employ you. That said, I'm a veteran with PTSD. Will probably get you a couple of jobs, but they will be further between. Alright, we can chunk that out in the cooking process. Oops. What do you think of onion, Finn? You're about to find out if you go eating that. Don't like onion? Okay, that's fine. Tiger, it's a bit like companies putting their stickers on their windows saying we are LGBT friendly. As a gay person, I find that sticker really offensive in a way. Okay. All right. Why so? because it like heightens the awareness that in other places you're not welcome, or? Tend not to post any of the queer pride acceptance stuff. Look, I've got ally on this on the stream because I am. As for Pride Month and all that sort of stuff, I don't generically post that on places. There's no particular reason for it, I just don't. Yeah, actions definitely speak louder than words, Lilavati. That is very true. Alright, just chunking up some of these bigger blocks. Now, just flinging it around carelessly, and Finn is investigating onion. Right, so how you treat the onions and carrots here will determine what goes on. You could put your carrots in first, really cook them up, and then give a light fry to the onions, and that'll give you, the carrots won't be a crunchy texture in it, which I don't like. You can do the other way around. You can caramelize, you can put your onions in and just caramelize the shit out of them. Then put your carrots in, just get them nicely warmed through, and then they're a crunch with the caramelized onion flavor. I don't know if caramelized onion would be a flavor that would go well with honey soy. Probably would. I might even try that one time. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in at the same time. I'm going to go till the carrots they get nicely heated through, but they've still got that bit of crunch to them. And hopefully by the time that point hits with the carrot, the onions will be nicely heated through. They'll be starting to wilt, but they'll still have that real oniony flavor to them. So that's what I'm going for with this recipe. Lilavati, I do like your ally label here, but all those I support trans kids posts, I feel like people already know that about me. Well, considering the amount of trans kids we're friends with, I would hope that speaks for itself. No, it's fine, Lilavati. We can keep going. I think caramelized onion would go nicely with a honey soy because they also have the sweet savory mix of flavors. Exactly. I'm not doing that today, but it could be a nice little twist on this recipe later. And Tiger catches the pan for. Go Tiger. See, he's starting to catch him. All right, what else have we got? Bok choy. Ooh. So, we are going to take apart this bok choy because it wants us to separate the leaves and the stems. So, we're going to do that. Ooh, rice is done. Better get off my ass. I don't know where Rach is. I'm sad, for there is no Rach. Yeah, bulk caramelizing in the slow cooker. I have not tried that, so I'm going to take your word for it. I've seen it done with balsamic vinegar, which I haven't tried yet. But that could be fun. Oh, I've done French onion soup. That was one of the first streams we did. I think that was like the second or third cooking stream we ever did. Now, what am I doing with this? Coarsely chopped. Alright. So the bok choy is going in separate. Bok choy has a weird fiber to it, doesn't it, bok choy? It just has this weird, it's kind of almost celery, but kind of not. Alright, bok choy leaves. Finn, yes, you are underfoot. That is wonderful. Thank you, Finn. Alright, so we've got the bok choy done. What else are we doing? Carrots done, onions done, sesame oil's over there. Corn flour. Right, now, corn flour. What are we doing? 1 table, so we need 3 teaspoons of corn flour. And 1 tablespoon of water. What bowl am I going to put that in? I don't know. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I like bok choy too. 3 teaspoons. Where's my teaspoon measure? Found it. Everyone can stop looking. That's gonna have to go on Ulrich Bingo. 1, 2. How you doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. You had been summoned. We're all just wondering where you were. And then you appeared. Yay! Okay, I need to go listen to Work's Are You Okay thingy. All right, report back when you get back, Lilavati. Now, and a tablespoon, is it a tablespoon of water? Oh, yep, 1 tablespoon of water. I'm going to do that over here. What are you doing, Finn? Nope, that's not going to work. Let's try this. Probably should have put the water in first. But that's okay. Alright. Look at that, looks like milk. Alright, we've got that done. Right. So, this is... Let's have a look. What happens? I want to check. It says to use toasted cashews, but I thought cashews were just toasted anyway. Stop it. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so all it is just put them in a skillet and heat them up. Heat them up, heat them up. Yay, slurry. Right? Slurry. You accidentally went to the chippy oh no. Oh, I fell over. And oh, chippies. Oh. Oh no. Cashews. And chippy. Nom, 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 nom. Isn't it amazing though? Chips are just one of those automatic share foods, right? I reckon with most of my friends, I could we could be sitting down, and if didn't matter whoever's order came out first, if there was a gap between orders, that the friend that hadn't got their order reaching over and grabbing a chip would be fine. Right? Most of my friends, I could do that. I could like put my hand out and they just nod and take a chip. It's weird. Chips are just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just something about the you know, get that big pile of chips with your fish and chips and everyone digs in all at once. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Yeah, me too, Tiger. That is definitely one of my favorites. Oh no, are they allergic to the potato or they don't like the potato? You wouldn't try it with Tiger? Oh, yeah. What's wrong with stealing a cat's food? That's fine. It's fine. Right. What am I looking for? I have no idea what I'm looking for. Okay, so I think that's all the ingredients prepped. Why have I missed that? Where is that? Where is the sesame oil? Ah, okay. Right. So this has been marinating for a little bit. You can see that's the marinade. It's evenly, I can see that the chicken has been evenly coated by the amount of marinade we put in. So seemed to work. At this point, there are some recipes that will tell you to leave it soaking in the marinade for 24 to 48 hours. I've seen 48 hours. Obviously in the fridge. But, you know, look, the longer you leave something to marinate within acceptable food safe durations, the more flavor is going to get into the meat itself. That just is. This one's quick and dirty. That's what we're doing. Because, yeah, who has time to do 24-hour marinades? Oh, wait, I do. What do we got? They just don't like it, and it's just wild. Exactly, Rach, right? So Fam requested the baked bean casserole for dinner again tomorrow night, but this time I'm going to put the damper on top this time and cook it separate. Oh, you're not going to put the damper on top? Okay, all right. I'm glad I like it. Yay! Okay, so is there a reason that you're going to do the damper separate on this one? Exactly, Tiger. What's the logic, Rach? Because I found it acted kind of like a lid. And it started absorbing the flavors and juices and stuff. So what's the logic? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I found it really hard to portion out with the damper on top. I found it to get the damper to stew ratio was a bit fiddly when serving. But yeah, so okay. Under that logic, I can see why you would try it that way. Head on, Kiki. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Rage, I'm not sure if I might cook with the damper but not serve it. I might remove it, serve bowls, then put the damper back. Ooh. Or just put the damper on a tray that they can pick as they want. Happy Thursday to you too, Kiki. There it is. Rachel, I'm also not going to puree the damn veggie and beans this time because, man, that's a chore. Yeah, fair. Well, I'm glad the family liked it. Yay! Thank you for the coffee, Drake, Kiki. Oh. Ooh, do. That's a sciatic nerve. That's fun. Finn, where did you teleport from? Actually, Speaking of which, I should put that chicken back in the fridge. Because it's an insanely hot day today. What's it like down where you are, Kiki? Because it's up to 30 degrees here. But you live right next to a big park, so it might be a bit cooler. Weather is beautifully warm. Nice. Just went food shopping, it's payday. Oh. Okay, so where's that soapbox? Here we go. And on the soapbox, I was down at my local supermarché yesterday, and there's signs up all over the windows saying that they accept Afterpay for equal interest-free payments for food. I was very disappointed in my country at that point. Look, I understand that a lot of people already use their credit cards to buy groceries and stuff like that, and that's bad enough, right? But now we're getting, 4 equal payments, one a week that means that when you go to do next week's groceries, you still haven't paid off last week's. And it's like, if that doesn't tell us something, then nothing will. I'm just so appalled by that very grumpy about that. But anyway, oh, there's lots of. Did I miss anything? It's a scheme. It is. It very much is. But you know what? Food is a need. It's right up there. Not quite as much need as water. 3 days without water, you're dead. Go Nestle, thanks for that. But a week or two without food and you're dead. And yet we're having to buy food on credit. There's reasons I grow food. Rach, I bought the trolley of the lady in front of me today. I could see her putting things up one at a time and watching the totals so she didn't go over budget. She looked tired, so just have a week where you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. T did that a while back. There was a lady and she put all the stuff through the checkout and her card didn't work and her next card didn't work and her next card didn't work. And T's just reached over and gone, beep, yep, paid for. Go. And she's like, oh my God, I'll pay back. Blah, blah, blah. And T's like, nah, pay it forward. Just when it's time and you see it happen to someone else, pay it forward. Your mum's vegetable and fruit garden is something beautiful. Absolutely, Kiki. Veggie and fruit gardens are freaking awesome. I think in a lot of respects, I think we're going to see a rise in vegetarianism because no one can afford meat. Meat is no longer cheap. Even the cheap cuts aren't cheap anymore. I went looking for the other week, the other month ago maybe? I don't know. But anyway, when we were doing Ossobuco, cow shin is the cheapest, crappiest meat you can buy. And I couldn't find it. It's like, because it was gone. Just poof. No one's got it. Yeah, generally. Veggies aren't cheap either. True, but compared to meat, I'll take veggies. And veggies are, if you eat them seasonally, we've gotten into the habit of being able to eat whatever vegetable we want any day, any of 365 days a year, we can eat that vegetable. Right? But there are times in nature where tomatoes don't grow. So, so there are times you go without tomatoes. But they're at the end of the season where there's a veritable shed ton of them. That's where you make your stuff like your passatas, your tomato sauces, things like that. Stuff that you can then take those tomatoes, store them, and then use them bit by bit as you go through, which is how you do it cheap. So, yeah, fruit is ridiculous. Like, I remember eating a steak years ago, and now I see the prices, and I'm amazed how expensive it is for one decent fillet. Yeah, right, Tiger? Absolutely. I suppose you should get to cooking and stop ranting. Nah, let's rant some more. So there are ways to make it cheaper, but something is going horribly wrong when that said, I can take my bow up into the hills behind me and I can hunt kangaroo just fine. I might mess up butchering it a bit, but you know, so it's one of those things that when is Australia, right, a first world country that supposedly has the best credit rating with the World Bank in all the countries in the world, when are we going to start seeing people starving to death? That's the question, because it's coming. Anyway, now I'm going to start cooking. Frozen meals seem the way for most. Yeah, and nutritionally balanced meals delivered and stuff. But even they're not cheap. Cheaper than fast food, but not by much. Hello, Zig Zig. Hey, Zig Zig. Oh, hello. Now, we'll get you some chickens in a minute. First, you have to say hello to Stream. Hello, Stream. I am Ziggy. I am deaf and old, but I am so cute and I'm purring very loudly right now. Hey? Alright. Come on, Zig. Let's get you some of this. You're going to like this. Ziggy. 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 Wait. Wait, deaf one. Come here. Whoops. I put chicken. She adores chicken. I just put some in her food bowl, and then I dropped the tissue box on her by accident. She didn't care. Oh, chicken, 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 chicken. Yep. Zig was scoping the bench for chickens. That's why she's here. She can't hear anything, but you know, she'll smell chickens from 12 miles away. Whoops. Where's your Zig? She's an old lady. She gets special. She gets special. Where's your Zig? Hey? You get special. Alright. She's just inhaling it, turning around. More? Is there more? Well, there is, but you know, we've got to give some to everyone. Alright, so this says to put a tablespoon of sesame oil. Well, half a tablespoon of sesame oil. I'm just going to shake some in. Some people say sesame oil is a really strong flavor. I don't, it's not that strong for me. When it's nice, and you know, I like the taste of sesame oil, but it's not something that I find overpowering when I cook. So if I am using sesame oil, I don't tend to be precious with it. Some people do. I know that some people are very precious, and no, that came out wrong. I know that some people are precious about that flavor because they really get a little bit of sesame oil goes a very long way in their palate. So that's fine. I'm just saying I tend to be a little bit liberal with it because it's just a nice flavor for me, and I don't find it overpowering. So. Cheese tax time. Cheese tax time. Right? Or you deaf one, I'll try that one on my father-in-law. Yeah. Just starting to get that little bit of a whiff of sesame in the air. That's nice. Yeah, we give every now and then there's an extended family of magpies that live sort of out in the park just down the road from me, and every now and then we'll get out there and we'll just have some little tasty cheese cubes, and like 1/2 centimeter by 1/2 centimeter cubes of tasty cheese, and we'll just go out there and feed it to them, and they go absolutely berserk for it. We don't do it often, but there's plenty of stuff that's good for them. It's a nice treat. We don't give it to them a lot. Probably we'll give them, it's a big family, so we'll give them probably 200 grams between all of them. There's maybe 15 of them. In probably once every 4 or 5 months. 2 to 3 times a year, we'll do that for them, and they just come flocking in like mad, and they just love it. All right, let's get cooking. Oh, that smells awesome. That really does smell awesome. May is now saying, oh, hello, May. How you doing, May? More heat. Right, I filmed my Maggie's cat biscuits. Never thought about cheese. I'll have to add some for special occasions. Yeah. Well, it's full of calcium. And it's a treat. But also, we don't want them getting used to us feeding them. So. The last thing we want is wild animals reliant on humans for their bloody food. You just chuck a handful out when you see them picking in the grass? Yeah, pretty much. Well, funny you should say that. But the Maggies and the noisy miners around here are pretty much at war. But there are a lot more of them when we moved in. And we've planted a whole heap of low shrubs and scrub and stuff down one side of the house in the creek line. And because it was all just grass, it was ridiculous. So we planted a heap of natives and scrubby natives, so it's all bushy and stuff. And it took about a year for them to establish and get going. But once that happened, the noisy miners in the area, like just around our place, got a lot fewer. They're still here, but they got a lot fewer just from because they like the wide open spaces. They don't like places where there are underbrush. The Maggies don't mind that. So it made it a little easier for the Maggies to made it a little easier for the Maggies to get by, because Maggies and noisy miners are not friends. Alright, I'm going to heat that back up. Alright, so what we've done is we've basically just fried up the chicken that was sitting in the marinade. We've still got a heap of marinade left. We'll put that in a bit later. We're now going to do the veggies. I'm going to rile up the veggies. I think we're putting... yep. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, we should keep that warm. Bah. Oopsies, excuse me. What the devil? Ah, there it is. Oh, that's getting too hot. I can already see that's getting too hot. Alright, so that can go away. Hot! Thanks, Ziggy. Yeah, right, Rach. Damn squawk squawks. Alright, alright. Get you going. What was I looking for? Liquid. Got to hydrate a lot today. They pick on Kevin. Yeah. They pick on all of ours too. I think ours deserve it though. Bling! You're okay? Yeah, no worries, Kiki. All good. Just a little kitty doing kitty stuff. Yeah, I know. Really does hurt when I fall over them though. Wait! I don't know if you saw that, but they just went flinging out and landed in the marinade. Mmm! Honey soy onion. Nom 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 nom. Demolish! Ha ha ha! I mean, half the time she's sitting on the patio or just walking through the yard and they swoop her. Yeah. Yeah. I think if they weren't Australian natives, I would already have an air rifle. Alright, those noisy introduced birds, start shooting them. Just start. No, they're native. But that's the thing, isn't it? Right? There was places in Australia that were more conducive to the life of noisy miners. Then there were places that were more conducive to magpies. Sometimes they overlap. But they weren't in direct competition. Well, they were. Probably were a little bit, but there were better environments for both birds. Now that we've done, English landscaping, flatten the area, put grass all over it, and maybe a couple of trees around the edges, that's some serious noisy miner turf. Just throwing the bok choy in. It's getting a bit hot. You can tell it's getting a bit hot. I don't know if you can see it here, but the bottom of the pan's getting a little brown. We don't want that. I mean, it'll deglaze easy enough. We're getting just that nice little bit of colour into the veggies, which I'm happy with. Hey, escape! The bok choy is escaping. All right, now what are we doing? All right, so I'm going to take that off for a minute because I forgot to do the other thing. Let's heat that wee beastie up. I didn't do all the prep, you see. I knew I had to do all the prep. I just didn't listen to myself. Alright. You can hear that still cooking. Oh, no, not that much. How much of these do we want? Oops. Oh no, too much. Alright. Yeah. We've got nuts flying everywhere. use that as sprinkling afterwards. We have Indian miners here too. I'm not sure what they are. They're intrusive, but much quieter. Fair. Jockeys? Why am I considering jockeys, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, right, fair. Makes me look pro. The Indian miners are little black ones with orange beaks. Okay. We have, yeah. Nope, getting over eager. We have little blackbirds here with orange beaks, but I think that just denotes them as male. Alright. I don't know where to put it. Put that over there. Now we'll get back to this. That already looks really appetizing. But here we go. So scraping the bottom of this, and it appears that it was just that there wasn't still honey stuck to the bottom, which is nice. Whoops, missed. Got a little bit eager there. Eager beaver. All right. Damn, this smells really nice. Right, the sauce is starting to thicken up nicely. It just smells, oh my god, the smell coming off of this thing. Now, we're just going to try and do this just enough that the sauce thickens. So that's not quite, actually I turned it off a little early. And turn it down. So it's starting to bubble away nicely, which is fine. Not that far down. I'll figure out the temperature scale on this eventually. You can see, hopefully, that as I pull it across, there's that little bit of sauce is flowing back into where I was stirring it, but that has thickened up really nicely. I want it to be, I could probably call it here, but I want it to be just a little bit thicker. Just like that. Nice. Alright, Now, this is a thick base pan, so it's going to continue to put heat into it, so that it will get a little thicker, but that's fine. If you're serving immediately, you just do it up to the point where you are happy with the thickness of the sauce and serve it. If you're going to leave it on the pan, like some of this I'm going to leave on the pan for the rest of the family to have dinner tonight, you can make it a little thinner. When you reheat it and all that, it'll get a little thicker, so on and so forth. Alright, so we've got a nice little bed of rice. Bing! Bing! And then we are going to put some of this on top. Now you notice I haven't put a lot of salt and pepper on this. You can, when you cook the chicken, you can salt and pepper it to your heart's content. I didn't, because I want the rest of the flavors to speak for themselves. Ooh, these are hot. There we go. Honey soy chicken. Oh, I knew I. Whoops. All right. So I'm going to take some of the smaller bok choy leaves. I'm just going to sprinkle them over. I love it when you got sharp knives and you can take and you can just slunk. It all just comes off. Whoops. Yeehaw! Ow! that was my nail. Dug in too. And some spring onion. I'm done. And there we go. Ooh. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but hang on. You can see that white chunk on the side of my nail. That's where I cut into it just then. Oops. Thank God for sharp knives. Alright, let's take a photo of this and eat it. Yeah. But if we're bleeding in it, it means love, right? Nice. Alright, so we have a photo of that now. Oh my God, how many freaking apps have I got open on my phone? Ah, Oh, there was some marinade left on there. Alright, so hold that thought. Yep, hold that thought. And I'll be back. And we're back. Yeah. What? Oh, you think this is a floral apron? Yes, I'm definitely coming to training because your sword and sword fighting gear is in my car. Yes. All right. So let's have a wee go at this, shall we? So that's it. That's the finished product. Looks insanely appetizing. Oh, wow. Most of the, because it marinated for such a short amount of time, the flavor is like, once you bite into the chicken and really get chewing into it, it goes more away from the marinade flavor and into the chicken flavor, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've got just enough. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but down in here, there's just the tiniest bit of the sauce on the bottom, and it's actually gone through the rice. So the rice is infused with the flavor as well, which is not all of it. You can see there, you know, nice big chunk of white rice still on top. But the flavors are really subtle. It's like you have to, like, you know, when you're eating fast and you just swallow, done, be done with it. If you do that, you're going to miss the experience of this meal. Oddly enough. It is really nice, but you can't rush it. You'll get some of the flavors if you wolf it down, but you'll miss a heap of the flavors as well. Ow. Bit my lip. Right, what's going on? There's no music. Where's chill? Where's my chill? Right, ooh, were we just playing that one? We were. Alright, there we go. And we're back. I don't know that the bok choy adds anything. Other than nutrition. You get some nice crunch out of the carrot and the bok choy stem. But yeah, I'm not getting a lot of flavor out of the bok choy, which is fine. There is plenty of flavor in this to carry it. All right. Should stop eating, shouldn't I? Full of flavor. Just really nice. If I was going to do anything to it, I'd maybe upscale the sauce a little bit. just in terms of to get it really soaking into the rice. But again, that's up to your preference. If you like the rice to kind of use it as a palate cleanser, don't do as much, or do the same amount of sauce. If you want your sauce like really soaking into your rice, add a bit more. That's fine. And this is one of the beauties of doing it at home, is you can actually go, let's tweak this a little. Let's put a little bit more of this, a little bit less of that. And that's where it hits the spot, right? So can't stop eating it. I'm just running around trying to find all the bits to eat it. So even on a really hot day, like it was really hot today, out of nowhere, it is a really hot day, and I'm not overheating. Like it's a cooked meal, but it's still light enough to not be like, it would work on a spring or autumn day. I think would be perfect for it, because not too hot, not too cold. Just this meal, I think it'd be perfect. It's not really that full hearty winter dish that we're used to as a dinner, but yeah, they're perfect for spring and autumn. Or fall. Spring and fall. I don't know. Technically, I don't think it is yet. Let's find out. Whoops. Ah, crap. Wrong button. Spring in Australia. September to November. So yeah, technically it is spring. There you go. Levati, sounds good. I need to head off. Got a thing booked at 1. See you tonight. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for dropping in, Levati. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, it is 28 degrees out. Don't know what it is. Oh, right, in Freedom. That's all right. Rach is an Aussie. It's fine. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be cold again. Because I live in Toowoomba, who have the Carnival of Flowers every year. Never heard of it. Yeah. It's like when people ask me what I'm going to do for the fall, it takes me a while to realize they mean spring. Not the fall of capitalism. As the ancient curse goes, may you live in interesting times. So, speaking of interesting times, the disparity currently in our world, in the Western world, the disparity between the upper crust and everyone else is bigger now, right now, than it was, like what financial disparity is bigger now than it was when the French Revolution kicked off. The revolution of guillotines. It's currently bigger now than it was back when that started. What does that tell you? Sedition! Sedition! Right? Yeah. So, Just think about that, Mr. Politicians, who are allowing people like the Commonwealth Bank last financial year to record a $10 billion profit. $10 billion profit. Yep. And people are having to go onto payment plans to purchase food. Maybe it's time we ate some bankers. We could fry up a banker or two on stream. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Eat more cheese and drink more wine. No, eat cake. Let them eat cake. Sadly, she never said that. I don't know where the quote came from, but supposedly Marie Antoinette never said, let them eat cake. Well, maybe if we eat more cheese and wine. Target compromises with the cheesecake. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, you've just given me a horrible idea, Tiger. Chocolate cheesecake with Hague's chocolate. It would have to be a no-bake cheesecake, so that I can put the yeah. Chocolate cheesecake. Maybe. I will have to look that up. Notes. Choc cheesecake on the notes. No bake is fine as long as it isn't no eats cheesecake. A no eat cheesecake would be a bit rough, I think. Yeah, Lilavati keeps complaining that I didn't share the pecan pie, so I'm going to have to make another one of them at some point and take it into training. Because, well, you know, cheesecake. Pecan pie. Because I would do, I want to do a chocolate, like we did for the vanilla slice, do a nice addition of chocolate onto the top, make a pretty pattern. And if you bake it, that would just melt. Not yet. I haven't shared the, I am falling behind on putting the recipes up. I will try to get more of that done this weekend. Yeah, I suppose I could do it afterwards. But then it's a solid mass, so I don't know. Oh, we can figure it out. You would like to bake a little this weekend? Ooh, are we getting the first Tiger cooking stream? I shouldn't tease about that, should I, Tiger? Bad, Oric. Bad. Alright, what do we got? Not a lot. This is sad. It's too nice to go to work today. Yeah. I understand. Oh. Your streams are awesome, Tiger. You're fun. You're fun to stream with. Fun to watch stream, fun to have in stream. You're just generically fun. It's awesome. Just swing your arms around and pretend like you know what you're doing. It's fine. That's what we all do, isn't it? We just, you know, get on, turn the camera on and look confident. Tell you what, seriously though, the amount of behind the scenes work that goes into a streamer, being a streamer, I was not prepared for. I really was not prepared for it. And I've got a feeling that the work I do behind the scenes is really only scratching the surface of what I should be doing. Anyway, I think we can call that a stream. I'm going to just end the music. There we go. 2 hours, not bad. It takes me an hour just to set up for a fitness stream, and mine are so basic and mediocre. Your fitness streams are cool, Tiger. You're a stream. No, you're a stream. Yeah, when I first started setting up the kitchen for stream, it took me about 45 minutes to figure out where it all went, and how does this go, and how does this work, and how do you do this, and figuring out all the cameras and things like that. And when I first, it was just the one camera. But as I've gotten used to it, like the setup now doesn't change. I put the camera up, I put that camera on, get the lights going. I've actually got a little shade up here for the sun, for the make sun go through roof skylight. So yeah, I've got that, and it's like, right, here we go. This goes there, that goes there, this does that, that goes that, and really I can do it in about, and I clean down the bench top, and I can do that all in probably about 15 minutes now. But that's after a year of doing it pretty much every week. At least I reckon it'd be close to a year we've been doing these streams, doing the cooking. So yeah, I've gotten it down that I can set it up reasonably quickly. But that's only because I know where everything is, I know where it goes, I know exactly, how to angle these lights so that, they go where I want them to go. Thanks, Tiger. Yay! I have fun doing them. It's probably the hardest part is finding new recipes to try and have a go at, because I've never been much of a foodie, believe it or not. The whole I was brought up on overcooked vegetables with meat, like meat and 3 overcooked veg. That was the staples of my growing up. Right? Asian food, Thai food. We didn't have those at all. We do some Italian food occasionally. But most of it was the drab English. Just Australia's Best Recipes is a valuable source. I have a number of cookbooks that I'm working through these days. And I just flip through, and I go, let's go that one. Or like for this, I went, you know what? I want to do something honey soy. I've been hankering for something honey soy. Let's go. And I went through about 6 recipes and eventually found this one. So, but I'll have a look. Australia's Best Recipes. Could you throw a link in Discord, please, Rach? CWA, it's interesting. I'm kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I look at some of it and it's like, yeah, that's that old style cooking that I used to like. But like we did the scones out of it, and the scones were awesome. But yeah, so I have a Bible, a cookbook Bible that a chef friend of mine said, you know what, I give this, if my apprentices make it through their first year, I give them this book. I'm like, okay, so I went and bought it. And holy crap, I've been I'm reading my way through it, but trying to make sense of the recipes, just as recipes, and find out where they are and all that is really freaking difficult. So I'm thinking I'm probably just going to start at the start and see how many of them we can make. So we'll see how that goes. Right. So what do we got coming up? I can't stop eating it. I'm actually kind of full, but it's just like so nice. Coming up tomorrow, we are back with some more Valheim with Warden. We are, I think, what did we get? We got most of our arms and armor upgraded last time. We did a bit more building on the castle, and yeah, so that's coming along nicely. We've also got yeah, so we're going looking for the fifth of six bosses. So we'll go looking for that. Then we go around to Tuesday, which we're going to have a 20 game. We're going to have a BB. What are you doing in here? This is not the place for you to be, BB. No, I will come and get you in a minute. A bee has wandered into the house, and it's not going to find any food in here. Oh no, wait a minute. It's not a bee. It's a wasp. That's all right. We'll put him outside in a minute. Tuesday, we're going to have a go at the room 2, and then possibly at that point switch over to No Man's Sky. It is a bit of a grindy game, but there are quest lines to follow and things to find out. So we'll see if that's going to be a bit grindy, or whether there's going to be enough storyline in it to keep me satisfied playing it on stream. Then on Wednesday, as far as I know, there's nothing new on Warframe, so we'll be back doing some more Minecraft. Yay! We always like it when you pop in, Tiger. So what else have we got coming up? We are 12 followers away from 300. So when we hit 300, we'll be doing the Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars Lego build of Darth Vader's TIE Fighter on the Saturday, the 23rd of October. So 9 days away. 9 days away. We'll be doing the 5th iron ore smelt. 5th smelt, yay! Really hoping we get some iron out of this one. Then on the 13th, Friday the 13th of October, we will be doing a marathon stream for our Twitchiversary, playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. I think it's Mirage. Yay! But yes, I finished paying that off. This is a great thing about pre-order games. You go in, you put a little bit of money, next fortnight, a little bit of money, next fortnight, a little bit of money. No problem. Yes, so we'll be playing some Assassin's Creed, which will be awesome. Who knows how far we'll get into it. We might get tons of distance, we might not. We'll see. Yeah, that's what's coming up. That's what's happening. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out and just being you. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow as we start. We're starting at the usual 10 o'clock for tomorrow's stream. And whoops, that's Adelaide time, of course. Yeah, so that's everything. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If we don't, we'll see you when you see you. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.